Now, I don't know why this is not getting enough news, but Trump is trying to give refugee status to white Africans in South Africa. Why? Now, we're going to say thank you to AP and use their article to explain this. Why is Trump punishing South Africans, and who are the Afrikaners he wants to give refugee status to? If I said that wrong, I apologize ahead of time. Now, the Trump administration said that the land exportation law South Africa recently passed was blatantly discriminatory because it was against white Afrikaners. Now, what exactly is Trump referring to? What he's talking about is that this act gives the South African government scope to take land from private parties, but only if it's in public interest and under certain conditions. Trump referred to it Sunday when he announced his intentions to stop funding South Africa. He said that it was doing terrible things and claimed that the land was being confiscated from certain classes. Now, to understand where this law is coming from, you have to realize that South Africa used to have an apartheid system which literally said that black people were shit and the white man was everything. Under apartheid, black people had land taken away from them and were forced to live in designated areas, typically infertile land, and whites make up about 7% of the South Africa population of 62 million, but own approximately 70% of the private farmland, the fertile land. And the government says that this inequality needs to be addressed, which it should be. Now, who are the Afrikaners? They are a group of white South Africans who descended from Dutch settlers who arrived 370 years ago, are at the heart of the apartheid regime and the tensions between Afrikaner groups and black political parties. And this is still lingering. I mean, apartheid South Africa only ended in, 1994, I believe? Now, how was Elon Musk involved? Well, we all know that he's from South Africa. He was there until the late 1980s, so he was still there when it was law that black people were shit. And he has for years been criticizing and saying that they have anti-white policies, even though they literally had anti-black policies. Black people literally could not walk on the same side of the road as white South Africans. They literally could not vote. They literally were considered less than human, and that shit was in writing. So what does this do? It does actually give a blow to South Africa because it does provide $440 million every year. The fund is about 17% of the South Africa's HIV program through the President Emergency Plan for AIDS relief. So part of the funding has already been threatened with the freeze, and now it seems like they're not going to get any funding. And this is all coming out from Elon Musk and his white ass, racist ass, heritage. And just so that you can better understand exactly what they want with this act, here's a video.
No more, no less. So he believes you can't, no matter how bad the injustices were in the past, you can't fix it by grabbing.
And that is madness. How does taking my car, which you stole from you, become a theft? You